Denis from Slot Car Store, and I'm just going to ask him about some of these amazing cars he has here. So how are you doing today?
Doing really well, thank you.
And thanks for coming on video. We
No problem.
can't help but admire these wonderful cars you've got here. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
All right, well, most of them have scratch-built chassis underneath them. So I would have bought the body somewhere, either taken off a regular plastic car or just bought a body kit, resin casting or a glass fiber kit or a vacuum formed body shell, painted the body, done the detailing, and then built a brass and piano wire chassis, or in some cases a PC board chassis underneath them, to run on my home track mostly, or to send away on one of the many proxy events that have been racing over the last 6 or 7 years.
And is there any particular cars which you'd sort of highlight as your favourite?
Well, some of them have been very successful in competition. This little Aston Martin DBR1 was one of them. Has a brass chassis underneath it with a very low angle winder, extremely smooth, great handling little car. That went up to Toronto for a Targa Florio event a couple of years ago, and came in second overall, as I recall.
Yeah, very nice.
That was one of them. Along with that one at the time was this one, Chaparral 2F, which was an MRRC body that I redecaled and redetailed to look a little bit like the Targa Florio car. It's not quite right in the details. And again, built a brass chassis to go underneath it.
Very nice.
Despite the big wing, a very, very sweet handling car. It really runs extremely well.
Yes, very nice indeed.
Some of them are real enormously fast performers. This Ferrari went to a Can-Am proxy a couple of years back, and that has a 25,000 RPM ball bearing motor in the back of it, and this thing is a rocket. Again,
it looks fast standing still.
Yes, very, very wide, of course, which helps. So you've got quite a lot of tire at the back, and as I said, the 25,000 RPM motor really gets the thing going.
That thing, it shifts.
Some of my Group 5 cars for those proxies from years back, this was a Fly Racing Capri body. The chassis under this one is a spring steel chassis. Was a prototype made by a racer in the UK by the name of Brian Saunders. And I think there are only 2 of these chassis in the world, and I have both of them.
Awesome.
But it has a very interesting feature in that the guide is mounted on a separate little piece and allows a little bit of side-to-side flexibility.
Excellent.
Which makes the car much smoother as it goes into a turn. And I've actually copied that on quite a few of my cars.
It's interesting. I've not seen that before.
Which one has it? Yeah. So that the Aston Martin has it, for instance. I did the same thing. You can see there's a little bit of side play there. One or other of them. There's another one here. This one has the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's
it just allows as the car goes into the turn and the front end of the car jams up against the side of the slot. That little bit of give means that the tail doesn't come around as fast, and so it makes the car a little
bit more controllable.
You'll notice there's quite a few of them with some tape across the back, and that's really just to control any movement, and there's always movement in the car, but that's just to control it so that it doesn't rattle.
Yeah, okay.
That was a Trans Am 70 Camaro scale electric body originally, that I put one of my chassis underneath.
Yeah, it's amazing work.
Thank you.
No, the cars are wonderful. I mean, which one do you pick? You know, you've got pretty much everything here, all the classes. Some of those classes.
There is Group 5s, GD3s, old sports cars, which I'm pretty fond of.
Yeah.
Some old Formula Ones that I'm quite fond of. This is like out of the 1950s, right?
Yeah, that's
1956 or 55.
Yeah.
Mike Hawthorne. I even tried to put his little bow tie that he used to wear, but I didn't get that quite right. And this one has a pin guide
Yeah.
rather than a regular flag. So that's solid in the front with these tiny short braids. And the motor is one of those open frame motors like the
Yeah.
old Pitman
Okay.
with vintage brass bevel gears at the back. And a really fun car to drive.
Yeah,
You've got to
I
be
bet.
careful of it, obviously, with the pin guide.
Yeah.
There's nothing that stops it from spinning right out.
Great thing to do donuts.
Yep.
No, that's awesome. Well, thanks very much for letting us know. I was curious when I saw them there. I said I had to come
Feel
over
free to
and
ask anything.
thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
That's excellent. Thank you.
10 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. Just a little live stream, but it's now